It is time. This is the Infinite Investment Game. I'll talk about alternative investments and collectibles. And also, I just talk about the history and psychology of all of it and really give you some information so you can make better decisions in the future. And the thing I want to talk about is optimal grades or optimal investment grade. And like, what's an optimal investment grade? So, optimal investment grade is normally, I'll give you an example. So when people buy a card, there's normally ratios that are pretty similar between every single card. So let's just give an example. If you have a card, a rookie card of LeBron James, and the PSA 5 sells for $100, the PSA 6 may sell for $200. I'm just kind of making one up. A PSA 7 may sell for $400. A PSA 8 may sell for $800. A PSA 9 sells for $1,600. A PSA 10, you would think, sells for $3,200. So every grade up. So from PSA 5 to PSA 6, it doubles. From PSA 6 to PSA 7, it doubles. That's kind of like the ratio. All right. So it's like 2-to-1 the ratio. So an investment grade will be the next grade up is significantly higher price. So let's say a PSA 9 was $1,600, but PSA 10 sells for $20,000, much higher than selling for $32,200. So why is that? That's because that's the investment grade for the card or the product or whatever. So this is something that people have to keep in mind, and is not really for modern cards. I'll get into that in a second. But first, I'm going to start with vintage. I'll start with the 1958 Jim Brown, Topps Jim Brown card. The investment grade for that card is technically, it's definitely PSA 9 is an investment grade, but it's arguable. I will say a PSA 8 definitely, but there's an argument that it's a PSA 7. That's the investment grade for the card, just because PSA 6s do vary, but a PSA 6 normally sells for around 3 to 5,000, while a PSA 7 most of the time sells for 9 to 12,000. So there's a little bit of a difference there, but also pop counts has a difference too. I guess another example would be like Ray Allen. I'm gonna stick to vintage. I'm gonna get to Ray Allen in a second. And Topps Chrome 1996. The next one is, Bill Russell. I think the investment grade for his starts at a PSA 5, whereas it's like a significant increase. I think, there's probably room to grow for a PSA 4, but a PSA 5 or SGC 5 or BGS 5, BVG 5 is like an investment grade for Bill Russell, just a significant increase. Another person, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I would say PSA 8 is that investment grade. You can argue that Julius Erving is PSA 9. Oscar Robinson, 1961 Fleer, PSA 8. Jordan Fleer is a PSA 10, is not a PSA 9. And to be honest with you, with the sticker, it's definitely PSA 10. But for Fleer, I would say a BGS 9.5 is an investment grade as well. Just because it's just significantly higher than the PSA 10. Like the PSA 10 is like $200,000, and I believe the PSA 9 varies, but it's probably 20. So it's like a 10x difference. Other examples, like people think it's very hard to do this for modern, but I would still say this is vintage. So 1975 Topps Moses Malone, a PSA 10. It was selling for $100,000, but now it's $20,000. But a PSA 9 sells for about $1,000 to $2,000. Another example, we'll try to do modern. It's very hard to do modern. 2003 Topps Chrome LeBron James. That sells for around $6,000 to $7,000, I believe. A PSA 9 is a third of that, which is normal from ratio between PSA 9 and PSA 10. And so people are buying PSA 10 LeBron James, and they think, oh, I got an investment. It's an investment grade. No. And people think, oh, PSA 9 and 10s are investment grade for modern. Not necessarily. Maybe a PSA 10 and may still not be an investment grade just because how the ratios work. It's not that many people really are after that card like that. 1986 Fleer with Akeem Olajuwon, PSA 10 is an investment grade. PSA 9, not so much. It could be like a collector's grade, but it's not like an investor's grade. Other cards is 1996 Topps Chrome Ray Allen Refractor, PSA 10. It's a Pop 2. So that's significantly higher. You can argue Steve Nash, PSA 10 Refractor for 1996. Those are investment grade cards, while everything else is more of collector or speculative type things. And PSA 10 doesn't mean as a PSA 10 doesn't always mean as an investment grade. Like Luka Doncic, Prism Silver, PSA 10, that's not an investment grade. Maybe you can argue SGC 10 Pristine could be for the silver, or BGS 10. But I do think for some refractors, there is like an investment kind of grade thing for BGS 10, like LeBron James and Black Label 10. LeBron James refractor. I think those are definitely like investment kind of grade, but I think PSA 10 is as well. So when you're buying cards or buying collectibles, make sure you're buying the investment grade. For Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, it's the first edition stuff, and it's at the higher grades. I think, and then you have any questions of, okay, what about this player and this particular card? What would be the investment grade for them? For some modern players, because they're too new, they're not really established, or the market hasn't really been established for their cards, and it takes longer than them being in the league. So it takes years after they retire for them to really, their market to really be stable or established. So it's really hard to say there's an actual investment grade unless you're talking about super high-end national treasures or PA serial numbered, I don't know, out of 99 or 25 or something, immaculate, flawless, stuff like that. But yeah, this is the video for this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what else you want to hear from me in the future.